guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hello, welcome. It's the 8th of Feb, so you're seeing this, which is my anniversary with Harry, and also Valentine's is less than a week away, so I thought the best opportunity to do a date night glam. This is like my all-time favourite date night glam. It's what I've got on my face, obviously. It's just like a soft eye with a pop of colour on the lips, and it just screams Valentine's date night sexy vibes. You know, it is just the perfect date night look. I'm literally obsessed with it. I think I do this look like every year, but actually every year it gets slightly better. So I feel like this year is probably the best one I've done so far. But yeah, this is the look. It's really easy as well, this look. Like, it's so easy that anyone could like follow along, do it for their date night. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, if you do want to see how I got this look, make sure you like this video, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and yeah, if you want to see how I got this date night look, then yeah, please keep on watching. I feel really awkward, I don't know why. I feel like I've not filmed in so long, like just like a makeup video, but we're here, we're gonna just go for it. I don't even know what's going on today. Let's just do a classic date night glam. So it's gonna be soft, sultry, sexy vibes. Quite plain, but with maybe like a cheeky red lip, pop of colour to give you all them date night feels. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go in with my Weleda Skin Oud as always. This is the best moisturiser ever. Like, the amount of people I've got onto this moisturiser, and it's always the one where people go, what is that stuff that you put on your face? And then you're literally like just glowing from it. And I know exactly what they're talking about. I'm like, the Weleda, like, it is insane, and it's so affordable, but like, it's so thick. Well, it feels thick when you're putting it on, but it absorbs so nicely into the skin that it don't feel like a thick consistency on your actual face, but like at the same time moisturizes it so much, and like obviously it leaves you glowing. Like, it's hard to explain. It's really thick, but not in a bad way. It's in a really good way. So we're gonna do a really easy eye, but I'm still gonna do the eyes first. I feel like I just want to do like a matte brown smoky eye, but like a light brown with a wing liner and then a red lip. So I'm just putting some brow gel in my eyebrows. This is the 24-hour brow setter. If I'm not soaping my brows, I am using this. It literally like keeps your eyebrows in place so well. Like, it goes rock solid and they are not budging. Like, it's the best brow gel. It's a bit more on the expensive side, but 100% worth it. Then I feel like today I'm gonna go in with concealer on the eyes instead of P. Louise base, just because we are only doing like a simple eye, so I don't feel like we need the P. Louise base. And I will probably use this for my under eye concealer, so when you use it on the lids as well, it just blends nicely together. So I'm just carving out my brows with the Nars Soft Matte Concealer in Ginger, using the Molly Cosmetics MC17 brush. I'm just patting this all on my lid like so, and then same on the other eye. Concealer is so creamy, it literally makes this job really easy. So you can just do it in like one sweep. And then of course the only thing that we do need to do when we use concealer is just now set it. So with my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in 220, this is my favourite drugstore pressed powder. It's like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. It's so good. I'm just gonna set this concealer. Now we've got like a nice blank canvas to start our eyeshadow with. So for eyeshadow, I think I'm going to use my BPerfect Born Ready palette, which, you know, obviously this was in like my favourites, or hits and shit, I don't know, it was in one of them. Like, it is my favourite palette. I mean, it's so dirty, so let's ignore that. It is literally, as you can see, one of my most loved palettes. I've not even had it that long. Like, out of most of my palettes, it's the one that I've had the less time, and it's actually the one that I've used the most. So that just goes to show. Right, so I'm gonna go in with this bottom shade here, which is EK, and I'm just gonna get this on a big fluffy brush, and I'm literally just gonna put this all over my lid. Obviously winging it out, taking it through the crease, but we're keeping it nice and blown out. It doesn't have to be too precise. That's why we've got nice fluffy brush, and it is the most like beautiful caramel brown shade. So just keep building it up until I'm happy, but bringing it out to the temples, because obviously we are going to do a wing. We also want this to be winged out as well, like so, and then the same on the other eye. These literally blend like a dream. There's no patchiness. They're so easy to work with. I mean, that probably goes for all BPerfect shadows, but I just love this palette so much. Then literally that is that done. I'm then gonna go in with the most loved brown ever I think I had, which I'm really sad because it's literally on its last legs, but it's this one here, and it's called Penny. Now I don't want to make it too dark, so I'm not going in with too much, but I do just want to add a little bit of depth to this. So I'm just like placing this more on the full lid just to deepen that up, but I'm literally doing the tiniest bit. I don't want this to be a dark eye because I want it to look nice and soft, and I want you to be able to see the wing, but I do want to add a little bit of depth. Just going back in with that first shade and just buffing these two together. So it's really going to look like sort of the same shade, but just a little bit darker on the lid, just for a little bit of added depth. But really it's just an all over brown smoky, like really nice and soft. Right, and then that's literally it for shadow on the eyes. I'm keeping it all matte. Now I am gonna add a wing, but I'm not gonna show you, well, I'm not gonna talk you through the wings just yet, just because my next video is gonna be an in-depth tutorial on how I do my wing liner, so I don't want to spoil it now for you. So I'm just going to quickly go in with the Benefit roller liner. I'm using a brown liner. I do prefer brown liner. It's just a little bit more softer and just a little bit easier on the eye if you're not into dark like black and stuff on your eyes. And obviously with this eye look, it's going to look unreal anyway because of it being like an all brown caramel eye. All I'm saying is if you struggle with your wing liner and you find it really, obviously it is technique as well, but a good product is the way forward, and honestly this roller liner is incredible. And then of course, as always, I will clean up the underneath just to make sure it's nice and sharp. So that's like a good thing if you do make mistakes with like your liner or your shadow, you can always clean it up afterwards. Okay, perfect. So these are the eyes, nice and simple, so everyone can follow along with this for date night. It's not too tricky, but it's going to be effective at the end. I then have a new pair of lashes that I want to try. So they're Prima, but they're Jess Evans' lashes. Makeup by Jess Evans. If you don't know, like, you should know who she is. She's really like amazing makeup artist. Come out of a collab with Prima, and these ones are actually her quarter lashes, so they're literally just the end. So you know, like when we cut the lashes to just keep the end so it's nice and winged out, she's actually come out with lashes that are literally already cut for you, and you just literally use the end. So I'm gonna try them out today because I haven't actually used a pair of lashes like this that are already cut. So this is really simple because they are already cut, so I'm literally just gonna glue them. I mean, you can measure just to make sure, but I feel like it's gonna be perfect. So just going with my duo glue as always. Right, then I'm gonna go in with some mascara. So I'm going in with my Maybelline, like the Curl Bounce Colossal one. The thing I would say with these lashes, that you should get like a good coating of mascara on, just so that like they blend nicely together, because you obviously have the front which will be just mascara, and then it will get to like go into the lash on the outer corner. So you want to make sure that your mascara is looking good, which with this mascara is not hard to do because this mascara is really good actually. Right, so now they've like set for a little bit, the glue's a little bit more dry. I'm gonna stick these on. So obviously I'm just focusing it on the outer corner. Really easy to stick on. I am doing another how-to video on strip lashes as well, so don't worry yourself. I will explain in depth more about sticking strips on. These are unreal. They literally really help with that winged out look as well. So these are the lashes stuck on. As you can see, obviously they literally start there, so all that is just mascara, but again it gives you that winged out effect, and they're nice and like fluffy, sexy vibes. I like it. Right, okay, so that's the eyes done, nice and simple. We're now going to go on to the skin. So obviously it's date night, we want the makeup to be lasting, you want it to be looking smooth, flawless, all of that. So I'm going in with my all-nighter from Urban Decay face primer. I actually really like this primer. It just makes your face feel smooth and obviously keeps your makeup on. Gives you a nice little grip to your face. Obviously I put my moisturiser on first while I do my eyes to let that properly sink in, but then I do, depending obviously on the occasion, but if I am going out for a long night or whatever, I will then go in with a face primer to give it that tackiness, to like get the grip so that your makeup lasts all night. And then I'm also going to go in with my Revolution Blurring Balm, and I'm just concentrating this in my T section just to fill in them pores. Again, obviously it's day night, we want the most flawless base ever, and I don't really, so don't get me wrong, obviously I've used that all night face primer, but that's mainly to keep my makeup on as such, and just, I don't know, I feel like because all night setting spray is like amazing, I feel like that's the only face primer that's actually doing something. But if I'm not going in with like a face primer all over my face like the Urban Decay, I still will always go in with like a pore filling primer, especially at the minute, like I've said quite a few times, like my skin is like, the pores are quite bad at the minute and I don't know why. So pore filling primer is like the only one that I see beneficial, because then you're literally smooth as anything. I mean, my skin's gone down, look at that, it's all gone again, thank God, because that was stressing me out. I was stressed, like, and you shouldn't stress out because that creates spots, so I was like, for God's sake, just go. But they went, thank God. I'm just going to go in with my Revolution Lip Balm. This is the Revolution Pro line with the SPF in. I've actually really been enjoying it to prep the lips while I do the rest of my makeup. Obviously, all of my clients at the moment, that's all they keep saying to me. My lips are so dry, my lips are so dry. It is the weather change at the minute. It is cold, so your lips are going to be a bit drier. But bit of lip balm while we do our base and you'll be good to go. Right, it's date night, so I want to go in with a trusty foundation. So what better foundation to go in with than my Nars Nars All Nighter, no. Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is my all-time fave. I think it's most people's all-time favourite. When I look at other Instagram makeup artists and stuff, they all say the same thing, and that just goes to show it's obviously like so good because everyone loves it. It suits all skin types, like it's my most used for clients, everything. So I love it. And like I said, for date night we want to make sure we're going with a foundation that we know, we love, it's gonna last all night, it's gonna give you that full coverage but not too like full coverage, too matte. It's the perfect in between foundation. I literally just love it. So I'm just patting this on. I use the shade Barcelona and I'm literally just patting this on a dense brush. This is my Be by Superdrug brush. I actually love these brushes. This is like one of my favourite foundation brushes now, to be fair. It's probably going to be a heavily NARS day. I think if I was put on the spot and someone said, tell me your favourite makeup brand, it would be NARS. I just think for like base, I feel like they're really good. Like their concealers and their foundations, like a top top, like my top favourites. I also really want to try the new one. What's it, the light, I can't remember what it's called actually, to be honest, but everyone's using it at the minute, or like testing it out. And don't get me wrong, like I love Sheer Glow, but just nothing will be the Natural Radiant. I don't know why, but it is just my favourite. Like, look at that. My skin looks, like, if I say so myself, like this foundation is just one of a kind. Now all my foundation's on, I'm gonna go in with a beauty sponge and just pat this all in, just to give it the most airbrush finish. Pushing it in will create it, will make it last longer. Any, like, I mean, you shouldn't have that many brush strokes because you patted it on, but if you do, obviously go in with a beauty blender, sponge, whatever you want to call it, I can't get my words out today, will obviously get rid of any of them. Right, and then I'm going to go back in with that concealer that we used on the eyes, Nars Soft Matte in Ginger, and I'm going to conceal my under eyes. So as always, bringing it down the sides of my nose to create that nose contour already, and then from the inner corner part of my eye, that's where I'll start to fan it out a little bit. I do go in with less concealer nowadays though. I feel like concealer is the thing that always changes. It's not triangles anymore, it's not a lot. People literally just go in the inner corner part, which is obviously where the darkness is like the heaviest, and then get another little bit, and this is where you can clean up that wing, and you're gonna drag it up, and that is gonna lift your face. So again, like the concealer is already creating that contouring, like face structure for you. Try and skinny this nose up. From the inner corner, just fanning out, and this concealer is so creamy. You actually don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. And then again, just tidying up that wing, lifting your face like that. Then obviously the usual areas, just on your chin, just in the centre. And then I'm also gonna draw up from my mouth, just a tiny little bit, because again, this will be placed like underneath your contour, so it's gonna lift this part of your face up, and then it will join onto the contour. It gets very technical these days with the contouring. Let me know if you want just a full base in-depth tutorial, because that's what everyone always says to me. Obviously I do lessons and everyone's just like, I don't know where to contour, like all that sort of stuff. So let me know and I will do an in-depth tutorial on that. And then just with a fluffy brush, I'm going to blend out this concealer. I'm going to leave my under eye till last, just because the longer you leave it, the more coverage, like it will sit and set on your face. So patting out the chin, but then I'm dragging it up either side, obviously blending out where we just done them little lines. So just there, so you can see just here underneath where that contour is going to go. Then on the forehead, just patting this out, and then we can do the under eye. So again, you are just patting this out. You don't really need to move your brush that much, a little bit to the side, but you don't want to be bringing it down too far. You want to just keep it right in that inner corner part that where we started with, and then obviously blending it upwards to blend in that line. But to be fair, that is like the sharp winged out look that we are going for. So it's still going to be a line there, but just soften it a little bit. You see, soften it a little bit, but you can still see the sharp winged there. And then the same on this side, like that. And then I'm gonna go in with my other soft matte. This is in the shade Custard though, so it's a little bit lighter. And I'm just gonna focus this right in the inner part of my under eye, just to brighten it slightly. Just the tiniest bit, just to give it an extra little pop and brightening effect. Oh, and then same buffing brush, I'm just gonna pat this out. See, just gives it a little extra pop. Oh my god, why is my face so itchy today? There is actually also a new TikTok that's going around of another way to do your concealer, but like, I just can't keep changing it all the time and trying out new ones. Like, it's getting out of hand, really. Every week there's a new little way to do it. I'm happy with how I'm doing it at the moment, so I'm gonna stay like this. Right, now we're going to go on to our contour. Our contour hasn't changed in like where we place it, I don't think. So I'm going in with my All Night Long foundation stick. This is running low and I can never find this anywhere, so I'm going to be gutted when it's run out. But I'm just going to get a little bit on my Molly O'Brien P brush, which is a nice angled brush. And same as always, just starting my contour at the top of my ear and bringing it down towards my mouth, just patting this on. Look at the difference. Honestly, contour is my best friend, and I say to everyone, like, if you have not creamed contouring yet, then what the hell are you doing? Because cream contour is like my favourite step ever, and like it's the step where I feel like you're gonna notice the most change in your makeup. So then we're gonna do some on our jawline, the chin, like so, and then last bit on the forehead. So we're doing like the outer part of our forehead, but you're starting it where you finished that concealer. So just here, just above your temple, I would say, and then you're bringing it round. Still patting motions. Because this brush is so like dense and obviously angled, it makes it so much easier. And then on my Doll Beauty DB7 brush, which is like a thicker shader brush. I wouldn't say like you use it as a shader brush obviously on the eye. It's literally perfect for nose contour because it's nice and straight. I'm gonna pick up a bit of that All Night Long cream contour and I'm gonna just slightly contour up my nose. So I'm drawing 2 lines down the side of it. Obviously the closer they are together, the skinnier your nose looks. To be fair, it's the end of my nose that I literally don't really like. So I'm gonna obviously connecting it to the top of your eyebrow, but I like to keep it straight, like all the way down, really close together, because I don't like the bottom of my nose. And then I will lift it up. Obviously the lines are a little bit harsh at the moment. I'm going to leave that for a little bit and then I will blend it out with my sponge. I like to leave it to sit there for a little bit just so it like stays. And then for cream blush, I'm going to go in with the Nars Liquid Orgasm blush. I'm loving this blush. It is so pigmented, like it's scary pigmented, but unreal. So my Molly Cosmetics MC7 brush, I'm just patting it on the back of my hand just to warm it up. And then you want to focus this on the apples of your cheeks, but you're also bringing it up to follow that contour line, avoiding the concealer area. Just literally here, bringing it up. And same on the other side. I love this blush as well for like date night glam, because I feel like boys are funny. Like, obviously do what you want, doesn't really matter. I feel like the best way to approach date night makeup, just putting a little bit on my nose, or like makeup when you're going out with a boy or whatever, you want to look glam. Basically when I get clients that go, I'm going on a date, so like I want to look like I've had my makeup done but I've not had my makeup done. Like they want to look good but you want to still look fresh and just like you've not sort of made an effort. So that's why a simple eye like this, they'll think, oh, you done that yourself, that's fine. Also, like, I love a lot of blush because I feel like it brings like the life back into your skin and it don't make your makeup look like too much. So yeah, especially a pinky blush. Like a pinky blush is just cute. So I feel like it really suits like a date night sort of vibe. And now I've done that blush, I'm just gonna pat with my sponge the sides of that nose contour just to blend it in, and anywhere else on the face that you feel like needs to be pushed in. My makeup, I'm loving it. I've literally used all Nars on the base at the moment. So I ran out of my Laura Mercier, gutted. I'm gonna have to reorder for the weekend. So for now, I'm gonna go with my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder, which I say for now, I do really like this powder. You just can't get it in the UK, which is really annoying. I think you can order it on Amazon. So just picking a bit of that powder up on my beauty blender. I'm gonna pat out these under eyes just to make sure there's no creasing before we set, and then I'm gonna push this powder in and then pick up another little bit, and then I'm gonna secure the bake. So I'm gonna obviously bake down the sides of my nose and then just leave a little bit chilling there. Same on the other side. So pushing it in. You want to like look up while you're doing it, because obviously that way you're gonna get rid of creases, and then picking up a little bit more, doing my nose bake, making that nose skinny, and then leaving a little bit more. Then on the rest of my face, I like to push it in. So I push it in on my chin, my smile lines, and then on the forehead. Stunning. Look how smooth it is. Unreal. And you know what, I do like the Fit Me because it comes in shades. So that's shade 10. So I do feel like it adds coverage when you put your powder on. And it's just giving like that brightening effect on my forehead and my chin. Obviously it will on the under eyes once I wipe it away. Then I'm gonna go in with a classic, my matte Give Me Sun. I feel like I'm just throwing it back old school with all the classics today. I feel like let's just keep it nice and simple, all trusty products that I know I love. Just bronzing with matte Give Me Sun. So everywhere where I put that contour, then back in with that powder just to bake. So obviously you're baking just underneath that contour. Don't want to take it too high or too low because that's not going to help. That's just going to make your face either like rounder or like it's not going to actually structure your face in the way that you want. Then of course, to match our liquid blush, I'm going in with the powder version of Nars Orgasm. I like to put my blush on like at this stage now because obviously where we've got the bake here, you can clearly see where you need to put blush. So here, and then I like to bring it up round to my temples. I love blush, okay? The more blush, the better. Like that. Bit on my forehead. Again, like I said about the cream blush, it just sort of gives you that fresh looking cute. Then for brows, as always, nothing changes. I'm going in with my Morphe brow pencil. This is in the shade Chocolate Mousse. I have had my brows like tinted and stuff, so they are quite dark at the minute, so it makes my life a lot easier. I don't have to like draw them on basically. I just go over any little gaps that there is like so, and then we can wipe this bake away. You just do a fluffy brush. I just like to wipe this all away. Right, bake all gone. Like, look at that powder. That powder is really good. I do really like it. It just gives a nice actually, like I feel like you can properly see where I've baked. I'm just going on with my bronzer brush just to blur like any lines. Then I'm gonna take my Molly O'Brien. I've got so many Molly brushes. That's weird. Molly Cosmetics, Molly O'Brien, they're different people. Don't really know what's going on. Molly O'Brien Ava brush, just to add a tiny bit of nose contour. Obviously I have done the cream contour, which is like, is still quite visible. So I'm literally just gonna go over the tiniest bit. And then at this point, I'm spraying my face. As always, you know this is my next step. So Urban Decay All Nighter. I do drown myself in setting spray at this point. I drown my clients in it. I feel like people are scared of it because they think the makeup is just gonna like wash away, but it don't. You just gotta allow it time to then sink in. If I start going straight in with product, then obviously it will start to wipe away, but just give it some time, let it in. I fan my clients down while it sinks in, and then you're all good. Right, for highlighter, Doll Beauty, as always, just patting this on my highest points of my face. And then I'm gonna take a smaller brush for my nose highlight, because obviously you just want to go in between them two lines, them two contour lines on the bridge of your nose and then on the tip of your nose, which is going to help to lift it. Cute. That's a Morphe M324, I want to say. It's like a really tiny bullet brush. Then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Tattoo Liner, the smoky one. And I'm going to do this in my waterline. Tie this look all together. And then I'm going to get a nice fluffy brush. So this is a Morphe M562 brush. And I'm going to go back in with that first shade, EK. And I'm literally just going to put this underneath. I'm not doing a full on under the eye, because I want to, again, keep it nice and simple, nice and soft. But just obviously we want to have something on the under eyes. Then back in with the mascara. So this is a good point of like putting mascara on with these quarter lashes, just to like make sure they're all nice and blended in. And then a little bit of bottom lash mascara. Then I feel like to finish this look off, For date night, Glam, we gotta do a red lip. I feel like I've not done a red lip in a while, and it's like a signature when you're doing like a Valentine's date night look. So I'm going in with my Revolution lip liner. Don't have a name, but it's just like a standard red lip liner. One thing with red lip liner, you do have to obviously be very careful. It's quite noticeable when you like overline and stuff, so just do it like little by little. And then my favourite red lipstick is the Doll Beauty She's Well Red. Like so. And I'm a gloss girl, so I'm just gonna get my Revolution clear lip gloss and just pat a bit on, just to give it that extra shine. All on my teeth, as always. I always like to go in with a little bit of pressed powder at the end, just to make sure that we've got a nice clean under eye, so the Maybelline Fit Me. And yeah, this is the finished date night Glam. Like, it is such a classic look, but it never gets old. Like, I think I'll do this look every single year and it will never get old. It's like the best date night Glam look. It's just enough. I feel like the eyes are so soft, and obviously the base is flawless, but then with the red lip, it's just like pop of colour. Obviously, if you don't like a red lip, you can do the eye just with like your normal lip. But if you feel like you want to push the boat out a little bit, go for the red lip, because honestly, like, you sort of get used to yourself in them. It's obviously going to be a shock at first, but like, you'll end up really liking it. I used to hate red lip, but I actually really like it now. So yeah, this is the finished look. I will leave all the products below. This base is honestly like my vibe. Like, I feel like a boss. Just powerful lip, soft eye, sexy. Mwah. The lashes are unreal. I'm just really impressed with this makeup actually. It is unreal. So perfect for date night. Just a black outfit with the red lip. Oh, check out my Opoly haul. Find out some Valentine's date night outfits, because them ones are good as well. But yeah, that is the video. Like I said, I will leave everything listed down below. Let me know what else you want to see from me. But yeah, if you're still here before you leave, like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.